Guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your host that does the most, spiritual intellectual 777 here once again, coming at you guys from the house of greatness. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about where my headspace is. So let's get into it. So basically where my headspace is like right now, I've just been focusing on letting go of what no longer matters right now at this point in my journey because ever since the full moon happened and was in Scorpio last month, I just been really thinking heavy on what is it that, needs to go basically, that doesn't serve my highest good anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been a transformative few weeks for me, and I'm pretty sure that it has been for you guys as well that has been on this journey, right? Because I'm pretty sure you guys are going through it right now of just like actively letting go of what no longer serves your highest good. Because that's all a part of your spiritual growth and expansion, is to be able to let go of things and people that no longer serve your highest good. Because just because you spend a lot of time doing that activity or spending time with with that person doesn't mean that it's any more important, right? Or better yet, the saying goes, just because you do an unimportant task well doesn't mean it's any more important. You're just doing it well. And that's what a lot of us do when we live unconsciously, is that we just operate on autopilot and we're not aware of what's important and what's not important. And so we just keep going on round and round and round in circles like a dog chasing its own tail. You know what I mean? And another part that has been on my mind lately has been the fact that, I'm just like doing everything that I can to focus on my purpose. And the angels have been, not shy in telling me through different numbers is to, stay in alignment with your soul's purpose. Because, that's where you are going to thrive the most, right? Because if you're just, if you're not really focused on your purpose, then that means that your life is going to be harder and it's just going to stay hard. It only appears hard because you are not making an effort to focus enough on your purpose, right? And if you do know what your purpose is, but you're allowing yourself to be distracted by worldly things, then that's just going to make your life more complicated than it needs to be, because in reality, life is simple, but it's us who make it complicated. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of purpose, I was having a conversation with my friend that I met off Instagram yesterday, and he was, mentioning to me that, he had this sales job that was paying him and his girlfriend pretty good money, but, he just felt deep down in deep down in his soul that it didn't resonate with him. It wasn't a part of his purpose. And that, he's been doing a lot of thinking and reflecting, and he just realized that, this isn't gonna cut it for me, Chief. Like, I gotta lead this. Even though it's paying me good money, my soul is calling me elsewhere, and so I just need to follow that. And so, he did, and he's happy right now. He's happier than he's ever been, because now he's focusing on what his sole purpose is instead of just chasing that bag. And the way that I interpret that lesson right there is, you may not get paid a lot of money in a moment, but your sole purpose is going to make you happier and healthier in the long run. You see, you have to do what is going to last for you in the long run, not just in the moment. Yeah, that job may be paying you like 6 figures a year, but if it's not in alignment with your soul, you're never ever going to be truly happy, because you're just working for a paycheck and you're going to burn out really, really quickly because you're not doing something that you're passionate about and that fuels you, right? And I've also like seen the angel number last night in 1919 when I paused the video, which was about, spirituality and spirituality type stuff. And, I looked that number up and that number was like pertaining to creativity. But the most powerful message that stood out in there to me was, focusing on your purpose and using your talents to fulfill your purpose, right? Because your purpose, it comes first, the money comes second, right? Remember this: purpose first, money second. And it made me think a lot about, this current job that I'm working now. And I'm just going to be honest with y'all. It's not in alignment with my soul. I just honestly just got this job just so I can have money to fuel my creative endeavors. And my angels were like, we understand that, dude. But, since you wanted to take the easy way, here's a certain number of lessons that you're going to learn. Like, my angels definitely told me, like, you're going to learn today that trusting in us is going to take you a whole lot farther than just doing what's easy in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us have been trained to take the easy way out in life. We want to, participate in these get rich quick schemes. We want to take easy money. We want to get, easy sex, easy this, easy that, because we live in instant gratification culture. And working towards, fulfilling your purpose really does take a lot of time and dedication towards your spiritual path in order to achieve that. Which most people are not going to do. You give them the option of, taking a pay cut in a moment to go towards eternal happiness and being in alignment with their purpose and living in a blissful state, and also getting a quick paycheck. I'm going to tell you, most people are going to choose that quick paycheck every single time, because they may be, they're stuck on that 3D frequency. And speaking of a 3D frequency, I had a fellow, I'm going to just talk about that later on when I get to my other point, because I'm re-recording this video because I realized that, when I played the video back, there was no sound playing back. And I was like, huh? Like, why is my sound not playing back? Because the red light is on this mic. I mean, this is simple plug and play mic. But I guess, the way the sound was configured, it came out, the way that I had my settings. I didn't realize it just automatically switched. So hopefully this time, the sound actually works. Or else I'm going to go bonkers because, this is the first time I ever had to re-record a video. But anyways, enough about that bullshit. We really have to stay focused on the purpose, because the purpose is where the riches are, not just monetarily, but also spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, relationally. You know what I'm saying? Because money is a byproduct of you working on yourself and getting in alignment with your purpose. You see? And another thing that I wanted to talk about when my headspace was in terms of like just business. And I've just been like, noticing these patterns throughout social media is that a lot of these entrepreneurs that you accept friend and follow requests from are just going to message you right away by sending you this automated ass message by saying, hey, so-and-so, I really like your page. Do you want to get more likes and more engagement and more money? Well, then contact me. I am the guy or the girl that you need to be working with best, and whatever their name is, just basically just getting in your grill, pitching you their business when you didn't even ask for it in the first place. You just maybe just accepted their friend request or their follow request because you genuinely wanted to build a relationship with them, but they've only shown you that they were interested and just getting in your pockets and nothing less, right? And so, that's another paradigm that needs to shift right now is a lot of people is just thinking that it's all about just closing a sale, which again is what I talked about, just now, about purpose over paycheck. Because if you're just living for the paycheck, you're just going to go wherever the money is, right? Wherever the money goes, you go. But a person who lives on purpose and follows their spiritual path is going to stay rooted where they are no matter what. Not to say that they're not going to try out other opportunities in business ventures, but they're going to only partake in business ventures that are in alignment with their divine purpose. Because we didn't come on this earth just to acquire a bunch of money and pay bills and eat and die. Because most people live that conveyor belt lifestyle. They wake up, they brush their teeth, they shower, they get dressed, and they rush to their cars so they can rush to a job that they don't even want to be at. And then they get a 30-minute lunch break and they're rushing to eat just to get back to the job that they dread. And then they get off, they're tired as hell, they just want to watch some TV, and they go to sleep, and then they wake up and repeat that cycle over and over and over again. And that's what happens when you're unconscious. You start living on autopilot and you're not really questioning, is what you're doing sustainable? Because more than likely it's not sustainable if you're just interested in getting the money, right? And I also noticed this within the spiritual community as well, where people would teach about astrology and numerology and talk about the law of attraction, especially the law of attraction. There has been millions upon millions of books and millions upon millions of videos and blog posts made on this very law alone, because they see that people are desperate for answers, and then they see the law of attraction as this perfect medium or as this perfect way to make money and capitalize off of it. And the moment that it runs out of money, they're going to go to something else that's more profitable. But I did notice this a lot in the spiritual community, and a lot of people who are acting like they're spiritual when in actuality they're not, because they are just worried about the money. You know what I'm saying? It's not because they genuinely want to connect with themselves on a deeper level and go down their own spiritual path, right? And it's just sad that, a lot of people are just driven purely by money and not by purpose. Because when a person is driven by money, they live this very shallow, empty lifestyle, and they'll pretty much, bury their best friend in the dirt just to get a check. And so, I'm going to bring up this point that I just, mentioned earlier that I said I was going to reserve for this part is, I had this entrepreneur, or I think I covered it, but I'm just going to say it again just in case I didn't. He messaged me, by sending me a link to his podcast episode. And just to sum it up, it was talking about network marketing. And I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never had a network marketer message me since like late 2017, early 2018, But I just noticed that, he sent that to me, and, he asked me like, what is it that you do? Hold up, I gotta take this call. Sorry about that, guys. I just had like an important phone call to take. But anyways, I had an entrepreneur. I hadn't had an entrepreneur that was in the network marketing business contact me since late 2017, early 2018. And, he was asking me what I do. And I said, I'm a videographer, filmmaker, film director, screenwriter, actor, photographer. And I'm also, and most importantly, what I am is an angel, an earth angel, an empath, and a healer. And he was like, you do that full time? I was like, yeah. And I pretty much detected right then and there that he was operating on that 3D frequency because he's solely focused on business and making money, but not really just on the the purpose and the spiritual matters. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that all business people are like this, because I'm well aware that there are a lot of business people that are connected with their spirituality and they take pride in that, which kudos to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let the money get to your head. Stay true to you. And, you'll just keep reaping that success. But, he kept trying to get me like on a call with him. He's like, hey, here's my number. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, I just wanted to build a relationship and talk to you, dude. Like, I didn't ask for all of this. Like, and that just goes in contingent with being on that 3D frequency is when you're strictly focused on materialistic matters and you're not really focused on your purpose, right? And so another thing that I want to talk about is the twin flame dynamic. Me being a divine masculine, me just doing an incredible amount of inner work and outer work to really like change the course of where I'm going on my spiritual path. My divine feminine was the catalyst in me evolving fast like I am now, because without her help, I would still be stuck in my comfort zone. I would still be timid. I would still be scared. I would still be insecure and unsure of myself, and I basically wouldn't be as confident as I am today, because back then I already knew what I wanted, but I was just afraid to go after it because of what other people thought of me, and just the fact that, I grew up in a family dynamic where they pretty much told you, you can't really be yourself. You have to fall in line with what we want you to do, and bunk your desires and what you want to do for yourself, and you just have to please us. And so I lived most of my life like that, trying to please my family members, which bled over in me trying to please others. And, recently I cleared that blockage out of me, because for the longest time I thought I had to please my feminine 24/7, when in actuality I really didn't. Like, she was, trying to help me rise up and be my best, truest, authentic self. But because I was still living in an overlay, and if you want a deeper if you want to have more in-depth information of what an overlay is, I'll leave the link to that video in the description below for you to go watch. So basically, yeah, I was just like living in that fantasy world, so to speak, of thinking that I still had to please people and still get their approval. But, I had to clear the last bits of that recently. And then I told my divine feminine that, I'm so happy that I have you in my life, because without you, I would have never cleared so much stuff out, without your help and assistance. And, I'm just super duper grateful for my feminine. And so this is for all the divine masculines out there. Don't run. Don't run from your divine feminine. And if you are running, stop running, because you're running away from yourself, literally, because your twin is literally you in another body. So in essence, you're running away from you. And the longer you keep running away from you, the more you postpone your healing. And the more you postpone your healing, the more you postpone your blessings. So really, if you are a twin watching this video right now, stop running from your counterpart. And if you're not a twin flame, you can just fast forward through this part and then just timestamp it where this part ends of the video. But anyways, yeah, please work on yourself to get closer to your divine counterpart. Heal your own wounds. Go through the dark night as a soul and face your own shit. Please stop running. You know what I'm saying? My headspace is getting closer to my feminine, and I'm doing anything and everything that I can to make that possible on my end as a divine masculine. And I'm just going to leave you with this before I dip up out of here is, just stay positive. If you're, working on your purpose right now and the funds ain't coming in right now, you going broke for a while, you haven't been seeing results by doing your spiritual work, don't give up, guys. Just keep staying consistent, keep doing your work, and just know that the results will come in due time. Keep up that faith, keep up that high vibrational energy, and surround yourself with people who inspire you to move forward instead of drain you. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video right here. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I welcome you here with open arms. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell right next to it so you get notified every single Friday that I upload these videos. And make sure to timestamp your favorite moments in this video in the comment section below. Make sure to smash the hell out of that like button and share this video with anybody you think would benefit from this. And if you genuinely enjoyed this video as well, make sure to click the link in the description below to donate to the channel. And also, if you're curious in what microphone I'm using to record my audio for these videos, the link to that will also be in the description. You know what I'm saying? And I'll also link the podcast episode where I talk about my thoughts on the entertainment industry in the description below as well. And also make sure to follow me on all my social media accounts. And as always, peace in and out with the highest vibes, and have an amazing, wonderful day. But most of all, have an amazing, wonderful life. Are you looking for someone to shoot your videos, photos, films, and make your demo reel blow the socks off your clients? You come to the right place. At 8 Mil Productions, I offer the following services: shooting commercial videos, music videos, or videos in general not related to film. My rate for these services are $100 for 30-second videos, and the price goes up and varies from there for longer videos. For photography, I offer individual portraits and headshots for $40 a photo and group portraits for $60 a photo. For film shoots, my rate is $150 per shooting day. And last but not least, I edit demo reels for cinematographers, directors, and actors for $100. If you want to book me for the following services, email me at 8milproductions@gmail.com. I am looking forward to working with you.